So yeah, welcome to the first YouTube, the first episode of my new series, Game Time. So yeah, today got a delts and tricep session. I'm gonna be at Spartan's gym for that, and just an intro, a bit about like me and a bit about what I'm gonna hopefully bring to the series. So where I'm at right now, I'm about 8 to 10 weeks into my off season. I just previously competed after like a 5 to 6 month prep. So previously competed last year. So now going into an off season, like I think we're gonna push for about 5 to 6 months now of some serious growth before I begin to prep again for next year, and hopefully some real good results. So this series, I want to take you through like my off season, everything that's going on, in depth about me, how I'm training, what I'm training, supplementation, little tips from me, all those things. Hopefully some really cool collabs with some really top level guys throughout the UK as well. So yeah, like this is the series, Game Time. It's just about growth and about really progressing on. So the session today, delts and triceps, what we're gonna do is since coming on board with my new coach, so with Jimmy Tonk now, through this off season. So my training has now completely changed. I'm really finding my foothold with it and really enjoying it. That's not to say I didn't enjoy what I was doing before, and it definitely got me to a good level. But now I'm just really enjoying the setup that he's got. So today's session, and all of my sessions are like primarily now put around like my weaknesses and to bring up my weaknesses and also kind of hold my strengths. We don't want to regress in my body parts set of strengths, you know. So yeah, delts and tricep, we start with like an isolation. So we're gonna start with like a lateral raise isolation. Then we're gonna hit the gym shot press. So really hoping to take some good numbers today on that. I've been progressing really well over the last 3-4 weeks on it. Hit some real new ground last week, so I'm really hoping to like hop on the back of that and progress that big time again today. Then on to some tricep stuff, some behind the head extensions, some dips, some weight dips, some close grip Smith, which has been humbling, something I'm really trying to drive up as well. And then on to some more isolation stuff, some cuff laterals, some pec flies for some chest top up, and finish with some standing lateral raise. So it's a really good session. Gonna be at Spartan's gym, which is my home gym. But again, throughout the series, we're gonna be going around, collabing with some people, so some different gyms, and bring you some exciting content. Hopefully I can, throughout the workouts, throughout the footage, I can drop in some tips, some things that help me, some things that I've learned from other guys as well, and some things that I will be putting in and helping my clients with. So yeah, session pending, Spartan's gym, delts and triceps, Game Time. All right, so the pre-workouts for today, shout out to Paul and Elite Sups for sending these to me. So guys, anything that you need from Elite Sups, use my code Louis10 for discount with them. So yeah, again, forever grateful for Paul and Elite for supporting me, sponsoring me. So yeah, big love to them. So today, yeah, a Nova Farm, the Nova Pump for the pre-workout. So I'm gonna take a scoop of that and then a scoop of MVP Pre as well. Also by a Nova Farm. Got roadside lemonade and then pink lemonade. So yeah. So something I do in my pre-workout routine now is always write my logbook out before. Numbers are dictated on how it feels like when we get into the session, but I always write out my logbook because obviously it's the same 4 workouts on the rotation now. Again, as I said, being coached by Jimmy Tonk, he's specifically designed my workouts to bring up my weaknesses. So I've got a 4 split rotation, delts and triceps, then back and biceps, then rest. Then I'll go in with total legs, so quads and hams, glutes and calves as well. And then the fourth session is chest and biceps. So, sorry, chest and biceps before legs, then total legs. So delta triceps, back biceps, chest biceps after a rest day, and then back in total legs, and it rotates round. So 2 on, 1 off, split. So again, in my pre-workout routine, I always write out my session first in my logbook, have a think about what I want to achieve, my numbers, and what I want to try and go at and improve. Also make my intra, again, intra workout by elite subs. So right now, 60 gram of carbs intra workout, EAAs, coconut water, etc., but we take you through that as the series goes on. So another part of my pre-workout routine when I get to the gym, I always like to do like 3 to 5 minutes on the treadmill, just get my mind right, and kind of just, like acclimate and get ready. But also something I've been implementing as well is some mobility before sessions. So like 2 to 3 minutes of mobility just to get warm, and it just really helped. Like, I'm not one that really suffers, touch wood, from like niggles and stuff like that, but implementing it's definitely helped like my mobility, my range of motion. So I'll just take you through a couple of bits now that I've been implementing. So we're just warming on lateral raise, lateral side raise. We do 3 sets here, lateral side raise, 60 seconds rest between each set. The idea is isolation first, so we prime before the press. So we get 3 heavy sets of isolation work, and then we prime ourselves for the main move, the gym shop shoulder press. So yeah, workout starts now. 60 seconds between, yeah? So we've like our warm-up sets, but this is our main move, something we're really trying to fight to progress. So we don't want to go like 8 to 10 reps. The fashion in which we train is like low volume, right? So the warm-up sets are not for a hypertrophy purpose. They're not going to get us to grow. They're to prime us for those 2 working top sets. So 2 to 3 reps max as we work our way up to get acclimated to the weight. And then once we get to the top set, that's when we go. There's no point in pre-fatiguing before we get to that top set weight. The top set, because I achieved like my top set range between 5 and 8 on my heavy set. So last week I took an 8, so I took an increase in weight, and now I'm back up at 5 again. So I think we're at 5 kilos up, back at 5 reps. So that's my new top set weight now. And then I can spend the next couple of weeks here as we go into the next off-season big push. After this recovery phase next week, I can spend my next 3 to 4 weeks battling this weight now and take up to an 8 rep set before I increase. Just did our first, after we did our heavy compound on shoulders, did our first isolation on triceps, a behind the head dumbbell extension with a 2 count pause at the top. Now we move on to our first compound tricep work. So we're gonna weighted dip on the belt squat, and then we'll go on to a close grip Smith. So after we've done 2 shoulder exercises, 1 iso, 1 compound. We've done 1 iso tricep work. Now we go 2 compounds of tricep work after from now. So yeah, 2 weighted sets, again in the 5 to 8 and 8 to 12 rep range. But with the dips here, we're trying to stay upright, lock the triceps to stay upright so that we don't put anything in the pec and really bias the tricep. So that's why we'll be as strict as we can, as upright as we can, really chest up to the mirror and locking out on the tricep. That's the way you can efficiently bias the tricep on a dip. If you're leaning forward, creating a stretch in the pec, you'll then be biasing the pec, which I do in my chest and bicep session. I have another set of weighted dips to target chest. Close grip press, we're trying to target tricep, but something that's been implemented into my training. I think you'll see that's why a lot of my sets are recorded, because when I send them to coach, like, it's always good to be improving and getting like your form reviewed and sent back. So that's the beauty of having a coach. I do it with my clients, and it's something that Jimmy requires from me. So with the tricep press, it is a close grip variation for tricep, but we're not trying to keep the hands in. We're trying to do like a mid grip, stop ever so short of the chest just so we don't bias the pec. And as we come up, full lock on the tricep. So we're not a traditional close grip where we're tucking the elbows. We're keeping the elbows out like a normal press, because I still get activation on the eccentric. But as we drive up, we're trying to snap the triceps to engage in like a mid grip variation. And a couple of other tweaks that we've implemented in regards to like not an old traditional powerlifting stance on the bench like I used to do, like feet tucked, etc. We're keeping feet flat, trying to really just focus on triceps. So you see that implemented now. And that's the importance of filming your sets, sending to your coach to get the reviews, because those minor tweaks, even if you get like half a percentage, they all add up to create much more stimulus, you know, because it's easy to see yourself, but once you review it back, there's always tweaks and stuff that you can make. And up, yeah, my bar. So the merit there. Last week I had 140 for 5, but it's been something that's been stalling. So it's been sticky the last few weeks. So my thought process was to go up above it, to leave 140 alone, because it's kind of can be a mental sticking point, right? So 145 today went really well. I actually got 4 + 1. So next week I can either go back to 140, having felt 145 and progress that, or take 145 and get the 5th rep, and then I'll progress, come back again the week after. So that's how you can attack progressing your top set. So now I'll go to a 130 back off, which last week I got 74, and try to progress, having felt something 5 kilos heavier than last week. So the super compensation there will allow me to take 130 and hopefully add reps. So that's the thought process behind that top set there. Trying to do here with the behind the head cuffed single arm extension, we're utilizing a lot of my training now is utilizing stretches in the contract stretches in the eccentric and concentric. So right here at the bottom of the movement, we're allowing the stretch, a 3-second stretch, and then we're driving up, locking tricep, extend. But what we're doing is utilizing a 3 count in the stretch. So some of my training now is a pause, count work, in the stretch, and in the concentric at the peak contraction. So utilizing the variations of that is something new to my training, which I'm really getting on with. So that's pretty much all of the tricep and delt work done. We've got 2 sets of pec fly now. Because my upper chest is definitely a weak point in my physique, we touch it on a delt and tricep day. Just like on my chest and bicep day, we touch some side delt work, some top up work. So it's just a top up of delts on my chest day, and today we top chest up. So that's why we're doing a pec fly, and then we'll finish with a lateral raise, and that'll be session done. Yeah, so that's the first episode wrapped up of the series Game Time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, took something from it. It's just to show my progression in this off-season, as this is probably my biggest off-season yet. So I just want to record, show my progression. Hopefully it helps anyone, someone, then yeah. So yeah, session wrapped up. Managed to progress every lift in some way, shape or form. So really happy with that. Yeah, so next one, look out for the next couple episodes dropping. There'll be some really cool collabs coming with that, and some more info. Again, if I can help, like even just one person, and my main aim is to share which will be my biggest off season yet. So must give a shout out to FTS, clothing sponsor. New line is actually dropping 11th of July, so look out for that. My boy Joe's clothing line, so FTS, and also Elite Sups, keeping me fueled. Again, if you go on website, Louis10, give you discount on all sups. So Paul and Elite Sups. Thanks.